You're listening to War. We Are America Radio, a place where conservatives, libertarians, and Tea Party Americans come together to get the real deal news. No filter, and a lot of patriotic spirit. We Are America Radio.
Our economy does better when we have a Democrat in the White House.
By almost every economic measure, America's better off than when I came here.
We are now out of the ditch that we were thrown into with the Great Recession. Our economy and our country are in much better shape today.
We seem to be stuck in a holding pattern.
There was a really disappointing jobs report that came out.
I'd give him an A. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves for saving our economy.
There's a total disconnect between what the American public feels and what he's saying is going on in the economy.
Thousands and thousands of Americans disheartened, leaving the job force.
Cutting back on hours to avoid the law's mandate that full-time workers get coverage.
I would like to vote Democratic, but it's cost me a lot of money.
Under President Obama's leadership, our country is on the road to recovery.
38,000 jobs, not enough to even remotely keep pace with population growth.
We need to reverse the long-term neglect that has dried up jobs.
We're going to put a lot of coal miners and coal companies out of business.
Her plan to have clean energy will put coal miners out of work.
I just want to know how you can say you're going to put a lot of coal miners out of jobs and then come in here and tell us how you're going to be our friend.
Don't let anybody tell you that, it's corporations and businesses that create jobs.
I'm not on the ballot this fall. But make no mistake, these policies are on the ballot. Every single one of them.
The one who put the present Democratic administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you backed controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. I know you don't like me saying that, but I'm not the kind of person who come here to say what you like. I'm going to tell you the truth whether you like it or not.
You're listening to War. We Are America Radio.
2, 1, 0. All engine running.
But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
I'm going to step off the limb now.
So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory
People will return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You are men.
The United States.
This is America, Jack. We're Americans.
This is the power of suggestion.
The ultimate gala spectacle. You want to hear the truth? Yeah, I want to hear the truth. The truth is,
its cruel symptoms can strike anyone.
That's all I'm going to say at this time.
What creates an extraordinary life is an extraordinary mindset.
Now that I got your attention, listen to this.
Let's go!
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good. Control is good. 5, rocket copy. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The Wayne Dupree Program.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're better than ever. You are listening to the Wayne Dupree Show here on the Right Side Broadcasting Network, War Radio. We are America Radio, and we are broadcasting live on the Spreaker app and the Spreaker website. So tune in. Let's go.
Now I'm feeling lost and so low. Yeah, I'm bleeding, spinning way out of control.
It is a beautiful night out there. America is beautiful. The flag is beautiful. I love the American flag, the red, white, and blue. Glad to be here, having this opportunity to speak to you one more time. And not only that, to bring on some of the best conservative co-hosts that you've ever seen and heard in your life. I'm talking about the lovely lady from the West Coast. And see, I got on my head. I'll talk about that in a second, but wanted to introduce Miss Cambry Nelson. What's up, Cam?
All we need is to put you in a cowboy hat, darling, and that music will set you free. I'm doing good. I saw you rocking out in the beginning. I'm like, man, we got to get you in a cowboy hat.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, my favorite football team is the Dallas Cowboys. So.
Hey,
how about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Yeah, I am a Dallas Cowboy fan, but that doesn't stop you from listening and sharing the show, okay? That doesn't do that. How's your day going, Kay?
I'm about to chunk my computers.
I heard. We're going to get into that in just a second.
I'll go ahead and mute before I start screaming.
But no, I do not want to forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is an institution. This is an institutional icon here that I'm getting ready to introduce. He's been doing radio, and he has been shining a light on the stupid liberal cesspool that has been going on for years and years. And we're so glad to have him on the team. I'm talking about the Godfather of War Radio, Mr. Hutch Bailey Jr. What's up, Hutch?
Hey, good evening, Wayne. First things first, do I sound okay?
Yes.
Whew. I'll tell you, I'm in the state of New Jersey. I'm in a portable studio that's running off a HughesNet satellite hookup that I just figured out tonight.
Okay.
But just glad to be on the program. I turned everything off to keep my bandwidth down. I'm not monitoring any chats. I can't monitor the YouTube thing, but we want to bring quality audio to the audience.
There we go.
That's what's important.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to give a shout out to Leisha Smith. Leisha Smith, I have been promised, not from her. I have been promised some Trump gear for the last couple of months. I've been promised, and I haven't gotten it. I'm going to get mad at somebody. You know, somebody said that they're going to give you some, and you don't fuss with them. You know, if they can't do it, then they can't do it. But for 2 months, and we have I have a special we have a special I have a special friend that helped me get started in this business, and she is real close to the team. Okay, that's the way I would say it, like that. And she also is a Trump supporter, and she kept asking me. She was like, "You want me to get it? I get it." No. I'll this other guy do it. Believe me, this other guy do it. And it just got 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, month and a half, month and 3/4. I was like, good Lord. So Alicia Smith reached out, and she sent me some Trump gear. And right now, I said I was going to have the backdrop. I don't have the backdrop yet. But what do you think about this Trump gear? Huh? What do you think about that? Trump, make America. Kim, you see it?
I'm loving it. You know why? Because I love Leisha, because she sent me stuff too. Next time I see you, I'm going to wear my blue shirt just like you, and my Trump hat, but mine is white with the Trump Make America Great Again.
Yeah,
love it.
Look, I got to look, and I'm gonna be pumping this out every night during the show. I'm gonna be pumping it every night during the show. And not only that, this show is being brought to you by We Are America Coffee. And I'm drinking my We Are America coffee in my new Trump coffee mug right here. That's right, Cam. I got a coffee mug. Did you get a coffee mug?
You got a coffee mug?
I got a coffee mug. I got a coffee mug. Look at that. Make America Great Again, a coffee mug.
That's all right. I'll give her grace. She sent me 3 T-shirts, so I'm going to be sweet.
She must not have my address. No. Ladies and gentlemen, let me quantify that, or actually let me withdraw that and say that Leisha she's the godmother of war, because I'm going to tell you what, she's been around since the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And we had some, let's just say some slow times at the beginning, but Wayne has taken this to a whole nother level. We appreciate all the listeners and viewers.
Yeah, we do.
And we certainly appreciate the support that Leisha has given us from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we reminisce every so often about how we met, and I still can't remember how we met. But I do remember that we talked about different things, and we talked about politics, and we talked about so many things. And she saw my vision, and she saw, and she also had a vision. And that first year that I met her, I mean, I was at all the conventions. I went to go scope them out. I never been to these conventions before. You're talking about somebody who had just became or just started voting Republican in 2007. So I wasn't used to this stuff, and I just started getting a little bit of prominence. Not that I'm there yet, but I just started getting a little bit of prominence. I was on Sean Hannity radio show to talk about the Trayvon Martin situation. And, she helped. And she's always been there. Right, Hutch? She's always been there.
No question. And Wayne, if you would, just take it back in reverence, if nothing else, to the pioneer that was Andrew Breitbart that really started you.
I was getting ready to say that. And that's not taking anything away from Andrew Breitbart, but I was having an argument with a liberal on Twitter. I remember the day. It was February 17th. And I even put the tweet on my website. But I was fighting or arguing, and Andrew Breitbart said that he liked my fight, and if I ever needed him, he would come and join me. And that right there launched what I do now. That helped bring in Hutch, Cam, Stacy, Cole, Dan Adams. It helped bring in so many after that. But it started with Andrew Breitbart. It started on Twitter one night, February 17th. It was a couple weeks before he died, as a matter of fact. A couple of weeks.
Put it in context, it was a hashtag that you put out too. That was right after that. When you actually blew up the whole Democrat narrative, because the hashtag was, and I might get this a little bit wrong, Wayne, you might have to correct me, but it was like Black Republicans for Romney.
Yeah. That was after he had passed. That was after he had passed.
That's how I met you. I saw that and I was like, whoa, man, here we go.
Because the media put out that Romney didn't have any black support, just like they're doing for Trump right now. Just like they're doing for Trump, they put out Romney didn't have any black support. But I have been seeing black supporters on Twitter. I've been seeing black supporters on Facebook. I didn't really know anything about the hashtag or whatnot, but I saw how people were gathering people around using the hashtag. So, I was like, you know what? There are black Republicans or black conservatives for Romney. I know they are. So I created Black Conservatives for Romney, the hashtag. And that hashtag blew up. I had never seen it. I had never seen anything like that before. And Hutch is right. I met Hutch through Black Conservatives for Romney. Now, that's not to say Romney was our number one pick. This is
He's all we had, though.
Right. At that time, he was all we had. But, Hutch, that thing blew up for a couple days.
I know it did.
And everybody, and I haven't seen a hashtag like that since, meaning that everybody that was using it was friending each other as some type of network type of thing. And it was like a gathering type of thing. It was trending there for a while too. And
it was a couple weeks later, you invited me on your program. You knew I had a show. Nothing like your show though. It was amazing.
He had a show.
You invited me on there, and the first thing you did, I got to say this because it just I'm never going to forget it, Wayne. It was a high point for me, but it was also a little comedic. Being from a predominantly white family that I am from, you invited me to co-host substitute host, because you were commuting. Your commute was a problem and you weren't going to be able to be on the program. And I said, sure, I'll do it. And I got on the show, and what's the show? Oh, it's the Conservative Brotherhood.
Yeah.
We're some conservative black guys, and you're going to host. And I was like, right on.
So Hutch was this white guy amongst like three other black dudes hosting the show, talking about, what's up, brother? What's up, brother?
Dude, even if y'all had a sisterhood one, I'd be like, no, that's weak. I want to be a brother. I don't want to be in no sisterhood. I'm in a brotherhood.
Well, you know what? You got the bona fide, sister. You got the bona fides. So, okay. We've been talking about the media. It's been a stickler for us. And we are still going strong on this. Cam, before the show, you mentioned something about something that you saw on Fox News. Why don't you bring everybody up to date?
Yeah, I was watching Fox News, and everybody knows what's being reported in media right now, or what's not being reported in media, and what the left is trying to cover up is due to the fact that the terrorist, the murderer, the guy that was shooting everybody in Orlando, his father showed up at a Hillary Clinton rally. Of course, Hillary Clinton's coming out today stating that she was not aware that he was there. He is actually stating that he was invited. But Fox News, it was on O'Reilly tonight, and they were actually saying, can you guys imagine if Donald Trump had the Orlando shooter's father, who has tied to terrorist organizations at one of his rallies sitting behind him, the media would be going absolutely crazy. So this is what they typically do, is they have a Republican strategist and they have a Democratic strategist up there. And I was about to throw my computer because the Democratic strategist was like, Donald Trump, let's talk about David Duke for a second. He ran as a Republican. Everybody that supports Donald Trump is homophobic. He's got all the homophobic, the people that hate homosexuals in the bag. Let me tell you something. David Duke never once showed up to a Donald Trump rally. David Duke never ever supported and never endorsed Donald Trump. And he's going to sit here and say that all of the Donald Trump homophobic people are supporting him. Let me tell you something. My best friends are lesbian. They live in Hawaii. They own a gun. And the governor of Hawaii just put every person's name that owns a gun in Hawaii on the FBI criminal watch list. And this guy has the audacity to sit on there and say that we are homophobes and that he's got the homophobes in the bag, knowing that if the roles were reversed and the shooter's father, that he claimed that loyalty to ISIS was at a Trump rally, this would be all over the news. And they're trying to sit back and say that this is apples to oranges. I literally was about to either punch the TV or throw my computer. I mean, this is ridiculous. Right. This is the type of level of thinking and stupidity that we have to deal with every single day.
Let me explain something to you, too, about David Duke, okay? And that's why I titled this show, We Have to Have the Worst Media in the Freaking World. We have to have the worst media in the world for how they allow Hillary Clinton to get away with so much stuff and not overlook it. They just turn their heads. They just turn their heads and allow her to get away with so much stuff. But let me tell you about David Duke. David Duke was a Democrat. When he was elected to the state Senate in Louisiana, he was a Democrat. When he was and he was a Democrat for almost 10 years as a Democrat, as a senator in Louisiana. He was a Democrat, and this was in the late 70s to late 80s. You remember the parties were supposed to have switched in the 60s, by the way, but he was a Democrat state senator, David Duke, and Cam, didn't you say that this guy said that David Duke was a Republican, right?
He said he ran as a Republican.
Okay.
He was in office, yeah.
Okay, now, but the guy didn't say that he was a Democrat. Nope. He was a Democrat for almost 10 years, and then he ran as a presidential candidate as a Democrat, and he failed. So then he switched parties. And then in 4 years after he failed as a Democratic nominee, he failed as a Republican nominee. Nobody on the Republican side wanted anything to do with David Duke. That's the story. That's the story. That's the truth. You can look it up. That's what the media isn't telling you. So every time you hear David Duke was a Republican, guess what? He was a Democrat. And he was a Democrat for the longest. And he ran for president as a Democrat. So, you know, we have to have the worst freaking media in the world, and they can't even bring that truth out. That you have to have a black man sitting in Baltimore, Maryland, in his home studio, telling you that truth, because that's truth. Okay.
That's truth, and that's what they tried to deflect you into talking about was David Duke. But let's talk about Sadiq Mateen, who is the individual that was seated directly behind Hillary Clinton, the father of the Orlando jihadi Omar Mateen, who are now being represented by CARE, the Council for American and Islamic Relations, unindicted co-conspirators in the Holy Land Foundation. And they're trying to play it off, this media that is the worst media that we could possibly have, as Wayne says, who is trying to tell you that it was an accident. Now, let me explain something to you about the Hillary Clinton campaign. There are no accidents. Sadiq Mateen was placed behind Hillary Clinton.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
To show her diversity, and she. Now let's make clear the decision that her campaign and her party has made. They have decided that Muslims and jihadis are more important than homosexuals. Now, if you're gay and you're in the Democrat Party, you've got two choices. Get thrown off the roof or leave the party. It's clear, Wayne. I mean, it's out there and the media is showing it to you, but they're trying to say it was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake.
No. Look, everybody that goes behind the Clintons or Obama or any Democrat that is trying to show some type of diversity, you know that they are placed on purpose in certain spots. You know they are. Now, I wish that somebody in the Trump campaign would start doing that a little bit more, because I see salt. I see salt behind Trump, but they need a little bit of pepper too.
I have a question for you, Wayne. It's really simple, yes or no. Here, answer this. Did David Duke endorse Donald Trump?
Did he?
No.
I think.
Who cares?
No, I have a point to make. Just a second. Did David Duke endorse Donald Trump?
I don't
No.
think so.
Did Donald Trump disavow David Duke?
Many times.
Okay, did Hillary Clinton disavow what this gentleman did and show up at her rally?
No.
Oh, she's trying to make it like an accident.
Did David Duke ever show up at a Trump rally?
Oh, no.
That's the whole point that it was. David Duke never endorsed Donald Trump. David Duke never went to a rally. This gentleman went to a Clinton rally, and Hillary Clinton has not disavowed this man's behavior.
Yeah, I mean, David Duke said he liked some of the things that Trump said, but he never came out and endorsed Donald Trump, where Mateen's father endorsed Hillary Clinton.
Oh, yeah. And
the terrorist father.
Whoever's in charge of him, I can't believe they let him go on the media circuit.
Oh, yeah.
After the rally, he went to like a couple networks, and I'm like, oh, my God, this is great, man. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
He's out there coming out for gun control. Gun control.
Yeah.
It's like if people of Orlando, if somebody would have had an AR-15, that evil war, weapon of war, they could have whacked this guy and ended it all.
Yeah.
And then he got on his radio show because he thinks he's going to take over and become president of the Middle East and said how much God hates gays. I mean, that's what he did this past Monday. His radio show's here in California. And then he got on radio and slammed gays on Monday.
Look, Mateen, all these Muslim families are out there like eating up this liberal media. Look, and I somebody tell me that Mateen didn't say hi, Mom, when he was
on the air.
Hanging behind Hillary Clinton.
I want to thank Allah for everything he's given.
Well, he had a smile on his face.
You know he did. You know he did. And you know that picture or that video was sent back home. You know, or to his home, because I don't live over there.
Sent to his daughter-in-law that he has probably in hiding and out of the country.
Yeah. And where the hell is she?
Yeah, where's she at? I want to know where she's at. Oh,
she drive her husband. Bonnie drives Clyde to the club, but Bonnie gets away while Clyde gets shot up.
It's like the Saudi Arabians that got shuttled out of the country when Bush
9/11. 9/11. Yeah.
Let's not pretend that
put him on a plane.
George W. Bush wasn't infiltrated. He was infiltrated all the way.
I know where she is. Hillary probably hired her.
Yeah, as a concubine. So you listen to Wayne Dupree Show.
They denied her 50 Ramadan, so Hillary hired her.
With Huma Valachi.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, is that right? Is that right? Okay. Sandra, who is keeping tabs on the Paul Nealon race.
Give me some good news, baby. Give me some good news.
Has let's see, precincts reporting in 62.2%. Paul Ryan 89.7%. Paul Nealon 10.3%.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Let me Let me tell you something, and we're probably going to have somebody from the Paul Nealon camp in here before the end of the week. Donald Trump had a rally yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? It was yesterday in Wisconsin, right? It was Wisconsin?
Did he?
Yeah.
I've been busy.
Okay. The Republican Party of Wisconsin would not allow Paul Nealon inside.
Well, they were pure Trump, man. I mean, pure Cruz during the primary. I mean, they were bad, man.
They would not allow Paul Nealon, and Paul Nealon had a ticket. He had a VIP ticket.
They wouldn't let him in.
They would not let the Republican Party of Wisconsin would not let Paul Nealon in.
Not only that, they
I got that
him over
information
to where the
yesterday.
protesters were. They sent him over where the protesters were. They escorted him to the protesters across the street.
Yeah. I got that information yesterday afternoon, and there's supposed to be some more. There's supposed to be some more information, but but my contact was going to wait until after this. But it's not over yet. It's not over.
You know how politics works. If the day that Trump is inaugurated, that's the day Paul Ryan, his days are numbered.
Oh, his days are done. His days are done.
He's going to be on the National Sewage Committee.
Yeah.
He can be in charge of sewage. And Wisconsin can pound sand.
Oh, wait. Sandra put the wrong precinct reporting in. She earlier put 60 something, but now it's 30%. I thought that was kind of crazy.
Well, they're reporting. They're going back to zero. They're reporting again. I mean,
Paul Ryan 84%. Paul Nealon 15%.
Oh, that's sad, man. If that's the way it is, then Wisconsin will pay a price for that. They will. I mean, it's just it's the way politics works.
Some people aren't happy that Donald Trump endorsed Paul Ryan, but hey, what are you going to do?
Strategy. It was a strategy.
What are you going to do?
Put a fire out.
Yeah.
They had to shut the media up. It was going to be a talking point if he did not endorse. So it was honestly like the weakest endorsement I've ever seen in my life, and not one person responded with a "Thank you, Mr. Trump, for endorsing me." It was a "Let's shut the media up. Let's not give them anything to talk about. I endorse them," and they stayed mute.
Cam, you're the most passionate co-host I've ever worked with, and sometimes I just need to get out of your way because I try to talk. It's like, no, just chill, because she's not done yet. She's serious.
She's good, man.
But you're right. You are absolutely right. And I think he gauged it, and he's like, all right, let's just put this fire out. This isn't a battle worth fighting. And I think he's starting to get that trait about him. When he's in business, it's black and white, man. We're talking about money, and he can come out there and say something. But I think when he dealt with the whole Ryan, McCain, whoever else deal, he realized, you know what? Let's get this out of the news. It's not important. All right, I endorse everybody. Good night.
Yeah.
So they got to quit talking about it. But now he started talking about the Second Amendment. Did you catch that?
Oh, you mean today when the liberals tried to turn that into Trump wants Second Amendment people to start shooting judges?
Right, and not just the liberal media, but the genius of Karl Rove came out.
Karl
came
Rove
out and said, oh my God, we got to do this. He's got to bring it back, and he's got to bring it back tonight. And I'm thinking, Karl, when's the last time you won anything?
You know what I was thinking? Yeah, I was thinking, hey, stupid, he's got another rally coming up, and he's going to make the media look like idiots for trying to spin something and make it some other scandal in the news media. And that's exactly what Rudy Giuliani did. It backfired.
It is so crazy that whatever he says, they're going to turn it into something. They're going to turn it into something that it doesn't even mean. I mean, come on, y'all. Hillary Clinton is over there stinking up the joint. She is literally stinking up the joint. She's lying on the FBI. Look, Hutch, I want to know why Comey hasn't come out to the podium and said, yes, I decided I had to say something about Hillary Clinton, and this situation has gotten too far out of control. So Before I take questions, I just want to say for the FBI and the media and the millions of Americans watching right now, Hillary is a damn liar. I mean,
I can't believe he hasn't resigned yet.
Well,
I mean, I can't believe that Special Agent Goldstein and Rosenberg that we talked about previously with the Huma Abedin interrogation situation with the corned beef sandwich and
oh, did you hear about the latest? Did you hear about the latest?
I can't believe they haven't jacked him out in front of the American people and said, yo, man, shalom, you're out.
Hey, you know what they did today? WikiLeaks reported, they showed an email that Huma was using Hillary Clinton's email that was used to send and receive classified information at the time.
Huma?
So it showed Huma.
Huma's worse than that. Huma is such an embedded agent
And
for
Muslim,
the Saudi government that she has tape, apparently, of Hillary Clinton interacting with the Muslim Brotherhood and other people. And we're going to see this. It's going to come out. Either that or it's BS. I don't know which.
No, it is true because that means she lied under oath because somebody sent Hillary Clinton an email and she goes, hey, this is not Hillary. This is Huma.
Huma.
I don't even know how to say her dang name. Huma?
No, it's Huma Valachi.
Humadon?
Yeah, Valachi. Yeah. Susan Collins.
Representative Maine. No, Senator Maine.
Is she from Maine?
Yeah.
Well, she needs to take her ass back to Maine.
I know.
I mean, honestly, I don't think really anybody cares what Susan Collins says.
Sauerkraut Hammer came out tonight and acted like she was the icon of the conservative movement. She's one of the worst rhinos that anyone has ever elected, and she's from Maine.
Yeah. I mean, she got on and said
woman
this.
in the Senate is now saying she cannot support her party's candidate. Writing in the Washington Post, Collins.
Wait a minute, hold on. You hear that music? CNN is so into making so many things dramatic.
Orgasmic CNN music. That was like you have to reach the pinnacle of trembling and everything when you hear Wolf Blitzed.
See,
introducing them.
I mean, they're like gun, like it's something special. Like Susan Collins. Susan Collins.
It's like Rhino is a rhino, and she's going to give a rhino answer right now.
Oh my God!
Ranking Republican woman in the Senate is now saying she cannot support her party's candidate. Now, the unpleasant reality that I have had to accept is that there will be no new Donald Trump, just the same candidate who will slash and burn and trample anything and anyone he perceives as being in his way or an easy scapegoat. CNN special correspondent Jamie Gangel spoke exclusively with the senator just a little while ago. Here's part of that conversation.
He simply does not have the restraint and the consideration and the judgment and the knowledge.
More boys and troubles.
What was that lady on Saturday Night Live that used to do that? She was the operator. Oh, she sounds just like her. I can't remember her name.
Well, I thought she sounded like a witch.
She was a white comedian.
I thought she sounded like a witch myself. A cup of tea.
It is comical, man. I mean, we have these people. She has a speech impediment, obviously. She's handicapped. And she looks almost like she's getting ready to go into one of those episodes, those seizures that the presidential candidate, rather, is going into. And now we have additional things in the chat, and I'm back out.
Okay, well, everybody keep us up on. Will Smith. I definitely didn't want to forget Will Smith.
Will Smith
said that he is embarrassed. Let me make sure I got that right because I don't want to quote the Oscar winner wrong. Oh, wait a minute. He doesn't have an Oscar.
And apparently they've called the race for Paul Ryan, so he is our representative from Wisconsin, Wisconsin's 1st congressional district, has failed the country. Thank you very much, and we know that you are into globalism, and we will be sending as many Syrian refugees to your neighborhood as we can.
Mr. Paul Nealon, let me say this. Mr. Paul Nealon, I would like to thank you for standing up against Paul Ryan. I would like to thank you for putting and also standing up for the American people. I would like to thank you for taking the time out of your life to do this because you believed in it. I believe wholeheartedly that you fought the good fight. I believe wholeheartedly that your race was probably closer than what it is. I don't trust the media. I don't trust the people counting ballots either. I don't trust the speakership. I really don't. I don't trust them. But you, sir, I do trust. I do trust you. We have interviewed you a few times here on the Wayne Dupree Show. I am happy to have had the opportunity to interview you, Mr. Nealon. And I hope that you get to do it again. And I hope that you have all the resources to whip Paul Ryan's ass the next time that it comes around. Paul Ryan has done the American people wrong. Paul Ryan is for open borders, even though he says that he's not. You know, he put out a couple things saying that he wasn't, but he is. He is for open borders. He is for giving Barack Obama and probably anybody. Well, he is for giving Barack Obama almost every damn thing that he wants. There is no principled decision for Paul Ryan. And for that, I will not support Paul Ryan for anything. That's why
you're so much more professional than me, man. I mean, I went right for the throat to Wisconsin. You came out with that eloquent, thing, and I should have, because, really, Nealon he's a regular guy, man.
Yeah,
He's got tattoos. He's got a business.
Yeah, he
works every day.
He has a motorcycle, man.
You heard this guy. This guy did way more work than Paul Ryan did on his campaign.
Yeah.
Paul Ryan, he basically relied on globalist Wall Street money. That money was just given to him. He's just a whore. That's all he is. Look. He's a tool.
I'm yelling at my computer on mute.
Paul Nealon did an alley against Ryan.
He did.
And
right to the crib.
Went to his abode, and called him out in his own neighborhood.
His domicile.
You got to have stones for that, dude. You got to have stones.
Speaker of the House.
The third most powerful person in the United States of America, Nealon took his people to the dude's house.
And it didn't even happen that way. The women, the angel moms, asked him to come. He didn't even have to. He was asked to please come out here. And boom, he was there. And what did Ryan do? The cowardly bastard got in his SUV and ran away right in front of these mothers who had children murdered by people that Paul Ryan facilitated into this country. Paul Ryan, your days are numbered, my man. Trust me.
Terry Sean, hey, Cam, Terry in the chat room says Guy Benson said that Paul Nealon lost because of Trump. What do you think?
He didn't lose because of Trump. Oh, come on. I mean, I wouldn't put it past Paul Ryan to rig everything he possibly can. His wife is a flippin' Democrat. Go into the back pockets. Hillary Clinton doesn't want Paul Nealon to win. Paul Ryan was going to win. Either way, they would do anything to win.
Yeah. He lost because Wisconsin's soft, and they got all that money from the globalists from the
say it again. They what?
Chamber of Commerce. They're soft.
Soft.
They didn't even vote Trump. I mean, they're cheeseheads, man. Look at it.
Yeah, I agree. Isn't that sucky radio guy up there, Charlie Sykes? Is that Charlie Sykes is from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, they're up there. They were like all anti-Trump the whole time. They don't.
They ain't no conservatives.
That's all right.
That's right. They ain't no conservatives.
You know what?
Yeah,
in Wisconsin, there's going to be so many halal businesses up there, and we're going to have. I'm going to tell you what. We're going to install the loudspeakers that you can hear the call to prayer at 5 in the morning. No problem. We got your number, Wisconsin. We got you. You know, I was in Wisconsin at an airport at Fort McCoy. Nothing but military people at the airport trying to get on flights. And these people were making us take our boots off and everything. It was the worst thing. I've been through big city airports all across the country. Up in Wisconsin, they made me take my boots off.
What?
You know what I mean?
What?
I'm telling you, forget Wisconsin.
Allahu Akbar, Allah.
See, that's
right.
why we work good.
Right. I'm going to put my blue Trump shirt on. I'm going to get Wayne. We're going to go to Wisconsin. And I'm going to stand in front of his wall.
Let's go.
So what's the WikiLeaks about Huma?
I sent it to you in the Spreaker. What happened is.
Well, I don't have Spreaker open.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I mean it's in Skype. I sent it to you in Skype. Basically, what happened is she was using Hillary's email that was used to send and receive classified information. So somebody sent Hillary Clinton an email. She goes, "Hey, sorry, she can't talk. It's Huma." So that lets you know that Huma has access to classified information, which means she lied under oath.
But the thing is what really happened here is this is the intriguing part. This is the part that the people have to understand.
Go.
What happened is Huma was working for the Saudi princes.
Okay.
And she was steadily taping and, you know, Hillary's stupid. She thought Huma was her buddy. And you know, Huma threw a little titty, threw a little glance here and there, and Hillary got enticed. But
Wait a minute! I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. It just came out.
It's okay. You busted a Trump. He did it the other day live on TV.
Know what I mean? And so she's all steamy and stuff, and she thinks that Huma Valachi is her buddy, but Huma is taping Hillary for the Saudi prince for down the line. And people that don't realize, and this is why Hillary is not a possible candidate for president of the United States, because she's swooned, man. She got the Arab summer going on in her head.
You stupid. You stupid.
The oil's coming out, you know what I mean?
You are stupid, Hutch. You are stupid.
She loves it though. And people will tape this from coast to coast. And it will be forwarded and retweeted. And just remember,
she threw it.
Valachi.
She threw Hillary what?
I'm not saying it again, man. It was an error. I apologize.
Hey, she's married to a wiener, so go for it.
I mean, well, I didn't mean for her to throw the halal.
Oh my God!
I almost did it. No,
well, look. I do.
You know what I mean?
I do have to say.
It's a little. Oh, okay, go ahead.
I do have to say that I did laugh at our candidate who was reading off the teleprompter and got his words mixed up. Look, Donald, we love you, man. We love you. We love you.
Yes, we do.
We know that you make mistakes, but we got to admit, this was kind of funny.
This tax will also end job-killing corporate inversions and cause trillions in new dollars and wealth to come pouring into our country. And, by the way, into cities like right here in Detroit.
And that's all I said, really. I mean, it was just like the
that was good.
Cities, and they're pretty small. But that's how it works.
That was good though. That was good. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even catch it. Somebody else caught it, and
either.
And then when I listened to it, I was like, "Oh my God, They're gonna make. I'm surprised they didn't make something out of that one. You know, I'm surprised they didn't make something out of that. But oh well. I cannot believe that you did that. That was good though.
It wasn't that big.
No. It was good though. It was good. You did good.
I try to do that from time to time to make some. The audience is important to me. And they stay with us on RSBN.TV, on Spreaker, and
hold on.
Take any calls tonight?
Hold on, wait a minute.
All right, here we go.
I first learned about Zika last December. My daughter, who has a PhD in public health, was also pregnant at the same time. And she's the first one who said, this is a serious problem. Following the data from Brazil and South America. And she said we need to get ahead of this disease because it's particularly dangerous for women, pregnant women, and their children. That's why, after hearing this from my
wait.
daughter, I sent two of my...
Now, you see how she keeps throwing her daughter in there. Yeah, she told me. Yeah, she probably short-circuited for that one, too.
Her daughter probably, probably got off the plane and came out and had Zika fire on her.
I mean, what'd you say? She said my daughter came out and she had so many STDs that she just, she was in Central America. Was her, I couldn't really follow that. That's an ugly little girl too. I don't know what to say, but that's just not a very attractive, kind of like her mom, woman. I mean, did I miss something? Or, like the big jowls?
You rolling tonight. You rolling tonight.
Jowls are,
you rolling tonight. Hey,
I always notice that, though.
He's like a...
So,
I didn't realize I was
Giuliani,
unmuted.
a big
I'm
advocate
like a
of
horse
Donald
over
Trump, and let's
listen.
talk to someone about this very issue. A new independent candidate for president. You probably haven't heard of him before, but he is now throwing his hat into that ring. His name is Evan McCullum. He's a former CIA agent and a former Republican staffer on Capitol Hill. Evan McCullum joins me now here in studio. Evan, great to meet you.
Likewise,
so Rudy
Heather.
Giuliani just saying, President Obama has never built anything. He's never built any jobs. We need this kind of change. Doesn't he have a point?
Oh, he certainly does. We need more jobs in this country. That's absolutely true. But I find one thing about what Giuliani was saying very curious, and this is a line that Trump likes to repeat too, that Trump isn't bought and paid for. The truth is that Donald Trump is bought and paid for by Vladimir Putin. Let's make that very clear. Donald Trump has struggled to raise money for
this guy, and he's running for president.
I'm going to tell you that this now I'm pumped up here, and forget all the comedy. This is the never for Trump BS.
Yeah.
They're bringing these guys in here, and you know what? I get so mad. These people are so connected to Wall Street and the globalist that they're going to, and they're bringing these people in. All they're trying to do is take away the delegate count from Donald Trump.
Right.
They're gonna aim it at Utah. They're gonna aim it at places that all they want to do is take Trump out, and they're gonna end up with Hillary. And we have to start fighting them, as that's what they're doing. These are Hillary supporters. Anybody that goes for anybody except for Trump is a Hillary supporter.
Right. Exactly.
Sorry that I got overmodulated. It's an emotional thing.
That's okay. Donald Wilson in the chat room said there's an article tonight about him having a fake resume. I've been seeing Goldman Sachs. So many people have been saying that Goldman Sachs has been erased from what he used to do. So it looks like he is another cruise, that they're pushing. Oh, and by the way, there's this guy. Hopefully he will run, but let me give you his name, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you his name. His name is, what's his name? He's a House representative right now, and they are trying to get him to run for the seat. Michael McCall out of Texas. Yes. They're trying to get him to run against Ted Cruz. Mm-hmm. And if you could give him some love on Twitter, at REPMCCAUL. Okay, REPMCCAUL. Rep McCall. They're trying to kind of push him into running against Ted Cruz. He's already in the House of Representatives. And I already put something out already. I'm like, dude, if you run, I'm there with you. Right. You know, I'm there. I am there 100% with you. We might not be able to get Ryan, but we damn sure will get Ted Cruz, because from what I'm hearing, a lot of the people in Texas really don't like Ted Cruz anyway. And actually, he lost the first senatorial election, but actually he didn't lose, but he didn't win it. And then they had to have a runoff, and then he won the runoff. He barely won the runoff. So, and that's when Sarah Palin went down there to help him. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost out of time. That's right, we're almost out of time. And we didn't take any calls tonight, but we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be taking some calls tomorrow, believe me. There was just so much that I just want to talk about. I wanted a group to talk about the media. Because that's Donald Trump is taking care of himself. Donald, see, make America great again. We're here for the Trump campaign. However, somebody has to be standing up against Hillary Clinton. Somebody has to give Donald Trump some help against Hillary Clinton. Somebody has to give Donald Trump some help against the liberal media. And hey, who better than us? Okay, yep. Who better than us? So make this your number one place every night, 9 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on War Radio, the Spreaker Network, and Right Side Broadcasting Network. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have the backdrop up, but yeah. So all of you that tried to call in tonight, yes, I'm sorry. I saw you. Try to call in tomorrow night, okay? Try to call in tomorrow night. And don't forget, Cam, what are we doing at lunchtime?
We are calling out the medias tomorrow. Again, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on War Radio or Spreaker.com. So 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 days a week, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. We do it.
Here, live on air.
We do it 2 and 2. We do it 2 and 2. Yes, we do. So with that said, we're getting ready to roll out of here. I want to thank Joe from the Right Side Broadcasting Network. I want to thank Mom, Right Side Broadcasting Network moderator for the YouTube room. I want to thank those that are listening and watching on the Right Side moderator. No, on RSBN.TV. If you aren't on the YouTube, you should be on the website. The website is where you watch all things that are Trump, and that's why the Right Side Broadcasting Network is your number one source for Donald Trump information, Donald Trump rallies, his speeches, everything. So make sure you subscribe there tonight. Okay, make sure you subscribe there tonight. Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Hey, I'm Hutch Billy Jr. on Facebook, Bird's Eye View on Twitter. And for those of you asking the question, what's going to RSBN.TV after the election? Contact RSBN.TV if you have a show or anything like that, because they're going to keep on rocking and rolling. We're not finished. Good night, Wayne. Good night, everybody.
Cam.
I'm on Twitter at Cam, KAMVTV.
And you can catch me on Twitter at Wayne Dupree Show. You can catch me on Facebook. Just type in Wayne Dupree Show or News Ninja 2012. Don't forget, y'all, stop by WayneDupree.com or NewsNinja2012.com. We have some great stories. We give you the other side of the liberal media. We try to give you stories that aren't out there that you need to know about. So check WayneDupree.com or NewsNinja2012.com. and subscribe there too. It's free. We also, we are going to have a couple of Saturdays that we're raising money to attend a couple conferences in September, and we're going to be on for a couple of Saturday nights. And so if you can help support us, please go to supportwarradio.com. That's supportwaaradio.com. Again, support War Radio, WAAradio.com. We'll talk about that more tomorrow and give you some updates of what's going on. But you've been great. Y'all have a great night.